Hello there. Today we are gonna take a look at the AdRunners. But before we go into detail, keep in mind that this is no financial advice, because at the end of the day, you are just watching a random person talking about stuff that he can see on his screen. And this is why I would advise you to go into the description of this video and click at the links provided there to do your own research. And with that said, let's take a look at what the AdRunners are all about. The AdRunners are a utility-driven NFT bringing DeFi into the Metaverse Advertising, which sounds a bit confusing in the beginning, but let me explain what this means, because most of us are watching television, Amazon Prime, or at least most of us, and I bet all of you are watching YouTube videos. And if you don't use some of those God-given features like AdBlock, you probably know the annoying ads everywhere. And the idea behind AdRunner is that they want to advertise in the metaverse, which is a pretty good idea in my opinion, because advertising is at the end of the day a multi-billion market. And after this short description what this actually means, let's take a look at what the AdRunners are about by taking a look at their website. If you want to be heard, make a statement. AdRunnerNFTs are your gateway to the first and largest metaverse advertising platform. So there will be 10,000 unique NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain, and you as the owner of one of those NFTs will get some revenue back for the advertising. Because their idea is to create interactive advertising posters and billboard screens in their virtual space. So you probably can imagine this like it is in real life. If you go to a crowded place like the Times Square for example, everywhere you can see some kind of advertising, and you would get some revenue back if you hold one of those NFTs. And their plan to realize this is to create a platform in which meta real estate owners can automatically create ad boxes, for which you will then be rewarded as an NFT holder with the ADR token if you stake one of your NFTs. And below this we can find some examples for the artwork, and you can immediately see that this is a unique artwork because I haven't seen something similar yet, and I'm not quite sure how I would describe this artwork because it kinda looks like a combination of a desk lamp with an AirPod in different colors, and even a fluffy one right here. But the one thing that neither a lamp or an AirPod has is the screen in the center, on which you can have a different variety of pictures. For example, a shroom, a dinosaur, a ninja, or even a diamond. But obviously, even though the artwork is unique and it looks cool in my opinion, the main thing about this project isn't the use as a PFP, it is the utility of this project and the revenue you would get back if you stake those NFTs. And now let's take a look at what benefits and utilities you get if you own one of those NFTs. So first of all, holder rewards and staking. If you stake your NFTs, 45% of the ADR earnings will be allocated to the meta estate owners, and 55% will flow to the NFT holders. Besides this, they also want to create a DAO, which means that you can vote on decisions this team is going to make. Followed by the increase in value, because with higher demand comes a higher price, and their plan is also to buy metaverse land to showcase some of their ad boxes. And apparently you will also be able to breed your NFTs, creating a new Gen Z NFT with a supply of only 5,000 of those. And now we're gonna take a look at the roadmap, but before we do so, let's take a look at this quote. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Join us and make the story bigger. And even though I am lazy, I couldn't agree more on this one. So first of all, in Q1 2022 will be the minting of those NFTs. In Q2 2022 will then be the development and the showcasing of the prototypes, and besides this, they also are planning to buy high value land plots and ad placing rights in the metaverse. Also in Q2 will then be the breeding and the minting of the Gen Z NFTs, meaning that 5,000 AdRunner Gen Z NFTs will be minted and 5,000 will be bred by the first generation AdRunner holder. At the end of the year in Q4 is then the plan to create a DAO and to reveal the partnerships they have planned along the way. And now coming to the most important part in Q1 2023, which is the launch of the AdRunner platform, in which meta estate owners can generate their ad boxes, which will be upgraded to become interactive, even more engaging and attention capturing. And lastly, which will probably go in hand with the start of the AdRunner platform, is that they want to scale it up. Because 45%, as I already said, will get spent on motivating meta estate owners to engage, upgrade and to scale the platform up. Because they are not planning to focus on just one big metaverse like Sandbox, they are trying to be compatible with all of them. And lastly, below the roadmap, we can find the team behind this project, which is completely doxed, and you can go on their LinkedIns if you want to, and in which you can quick check for some important questions you might ask yourself right now. Like for example, when can I buy the AdRunner NFTs? And the date for that has to be announced, but this will happen in Q1 2022, so probably in March because we are at the end of February. And another very important question, which you are probably interested in, is how much will one of those AdRunner NFTs cost? And since we don't know when the NFT will drop, because this will also be announced before the mint will start. And now lastly, to finish this up, there's one important thing that I need to mention. The project was kind enough to give me 10 whitelist spots to give back to you guys, so you can be a part of this project as early as possible. And the only thing you gotta do to be a part of this giveaway is to fill out the Google Forms in the description down below. I hope you like what you just saw, because now we are at the end of the video in which I want to remind you once more to do your own research, because still this is no financial advice and you should do your own research by using some of your brain cells and checking out their Twitter, Discord and their website with the links provided in the description down below. Because at the end of the day, you are an adult and you are responsible for your own money. And with that said, thanks for watching and have a nice rest of your day.